31 Storm Tracker Chief Meteorologist Jeff Castle with 31 Triple Doppler.
All right, well, let's talk about that wonderful stretch of weather we've been having for the past couple of days, because you said that rain is going to move in soon, so you might as well enjoy this.
That's right. We're going to see a change eventually. It'll be perhaps a gradual one, but in the meantime, hey, if you're loving this warm weather.
Hello.
Yeah, there you go. I'm kind of liking it too. Don't want to turn on the AC yet, but you know what? By the end of the week,
maybe.
might have to. It's going to be a little toasty, to say the least. Let's kind of talk about the overall pattern and the current weather setup. We've got a trough of low pressure out in the western part of the country and a ridge of high pressure centered off the southeast coast of the U.S. And this pattern, for the most part, is going to be locked in through the weekend. So we're not going to see a whole lot of day-to-day variation in the weather. Where we get the transition in the middle of the country, that's where we're going to find stormy weather and some early season severe weather. But for now, the big blue H protecting us from that. So we're going to be looking at warm weather and, at least for the time being, only some limited rain and storm potential until we see this pattern really start to break down. And we're seeing indications that that'll probably be sometime around the middle of next week when that happens. Otherwise, we're talking near record warm. 61 is our average high this time of year. By the end of this week, we're going to be a good 20 degrees above that and close to records. Friday, we're forecasting 82. That is current record set in 1910, forecasting 83 on Saturday. That would beat the record set on that date back in 1956. So that's just an indication of how unusually warm it is going to be. And again, it's going to be fairly quiet as well. Not expecting any rain chances tomorrow or Wednesday. We might sneak in a couple isolated showers back in here Thursday, Friday. And then over the weekend, the rain chances go up slightly, 20-30%. But by no means is it going to be a washout the way it appears at this point in time. We have cleared rain from 31 Triple Doppler compared to what we had earlier when some light showers did move on through, and expecting it to stay quiet overnight tonight with rain chances out of here. Cloud cover, though, that's what we are keeping a close watch on because of that lunar eclipse happening late tonight. Here's tomorrow morning, 6 a.m., and this will be kind of the tail end of it. And you do see the problem that we may have. Future radar suggesting overcast skies. They will be with us through the morning hours tomorrow, and then will likely break a little bit, kind of like what we saw today. So some peaks of sunshine through the late afternoon hours. Clouds fill back in 6 a.m. Wednesday morning, and then they will tend to break up a bit heading into your Wednesday afternoon. If you do want to try and check out the eclipse, here's the timing of it. It will start when we'll begin to see the moon and move into the Earth's shadow. You'll see a dark spot moving steadily across the moon. That process begins at 3:50, and then a total eclipse, which is when the moon turns that reddish orange color. That's why it's referred to as a blood moon. That starts at 5:04, lasts for almost an hour. And then the moon will be setting 6:15, so we won't even get to see the very end of the eclipse, but at least the best part of it when it is at totality. We'll have a shot at it. Again, that'll all depend on cloud cover. So if you're wanting to check it out just to see, that's the time frame you need to be looking in that western sky before it goes below the horizon. Cloud cover again through the morning hours tomorrow, some peaks of sun in the afternoon, and you see that steady warm up from the 50s into the low and the mid-70s tomorrow. Maybe a few spots over Sand Mountain where we stay back in the 60s. Here's your WAAY 31 Storm Tracker, 10-day, 78 Wednesday. We've got 80s in here for the end of the week and into the start of the weekend. Again, may sneak in a little rain Saturday, Sunday. Doesn't look like a big deal. And then that next change in the weather, it is showing up around the middle of next week where we may see temperatures drop back into the 60s for highs. Before we go, I want to give a quick shout out to the kids at the Educational Solutions School here in Huntsville. They invited me out to participate in Read Across America Day, celebrating Dr. Seuss's birthday. I've done this often in my career, going and reading to the kids, and had a good time. I even have a couple of my own books now that I take with me, and of course they're weather-related ones. And again,
really?
had a good time doing that. Yeah, imagine that.
But I'm sure they loved it. I know they loved hearing all about those books.
Yeah, and it's a good time.
It is.
Yeah,
it really is. That is awesome. I'm glad to see you out there.
Well, thank you. It's good to be out there.
Well, coming out, TBA.